It's been a long time since I've sat in a bedroom / office talking to myself as I am now. What is going on, guys? Strap yourselves in, because FMU is back, and we have gone back to the drawing board. We have wiped the old slate clean, and we are back. First things first, let's just get this awkwardness out of the way, okay? I've not been well. I'm not going to go into details. I was having a bit of a crappy period anyway, in terms of just in myself. I wasn't feeling too great. A few things happened and they affected me more than they should have done physically. Went to the doctors, found out wasn't too great. So instantly just dropped everything, walked away from everything. Kind of, I put a message out there saying I was going away for a bit. You were all fantastic. We're back now. I'm feeling a lot better. And the backstory of this is, okay, you can see on the screen in front of you, Half takes charge of Shilton Athletic. That's very good. You can read. 2 points to you. I'm sorry. It's going to take me a while to get used to this again, all right? So I went to watch Leicester Road Football Club versus Hinckley AFC this past weekend, gone this last Saturday. Fantastic game. It had a bit of everything, even a streaker at one point. It was beautiful. Well, it wasn't really. It was a middle-aged man who was very cold, and tinky winky, and basically it kind of made me, I want to go home and play Football Manager. I want to go home. I want to load up a level 10 database or a level 25,000 database and crack on with it. And so I did, and I sat there and I was like, oh, let's do this. And then I was like, oh, let's be Hinckley. And I was like, no, I always used to do Hinckley. Let's try one with Leicester Road. And I started one with Leicester Road, but I felt dirty. I felt dirty because I felt like I was cheating on Hinckley AFC with their arch nemesis, so to speak. For those of you who don't know, I'll give you a real quick history. Chairman builds a football ground, houses Hinckley United Football Club. That goes very belly up, and Hinckley United Football Club are gone. Another chairman comes in, tries to save them, can't do it. Two football teams are then born from that one. The fans went and built up the football club that is Hinckley AFC, and the current board and people and stuff went and built a football club called Leicester Road Football Club. Terrible name. Oh, we need a name for this football club. Let's just call it the name of the road that we're on. Genius. They're in freaking Hinckley. Why not call them Hinckley something or other? Actually, no. Hinckley something or other football club wouldn't be great, but you know what I mean. Hinckley AFC were offered the opportunity to play at Leicester Road Stadium. They did not wish to do such a thing because of issues with the board and so on. So they didn't want to be associated with what was the board that destroyed their beloved football club, and that can be understandable. So they went down the road to play at Heather, and Leicester Road Football Club stayed at Leicester Road Stadium. Now the difference between that is Leicester Road get about between 40 to 60, sometimes 80 fans a home game, whereas Hinckley get a few hundred, 200-300 at a time. And the massive fan base for Hinckley is out at Hinckley AFC, and in an ideal world they should be playing at Leicester Road Stadium. They should have just merged as one and all been Hinckley AFC and played at that stadium, but there was so much internal conflict, so much stuff going on, it just never happened. And when I went there at the weekend, I was rooting for Hinckley AFC. I was sat at the main stand with all the board members of the Leicester Road Football Club at one point, a lot of the players' wives and stuff and girlfriends and stuff. But it's one of those non-league grounds where you move around at half time to, match your end, your fans move, or so on and so forth. And you could really just sense the serious animosity between the two sets of, the two clubs. You could feel it. It was there, and it's a rivalry that I was surprised at how passionate it really was at that level. It was really great to see in one respect, but really sad in another. So I was like, I feel a bit dirty doing Leicester Road Football Club, and then I had a little bit of a brainwave. I used to, when I was younger, when I wasn't old enough realistically to be a manager, I used to go under the name of David Grody on Football Manager games and Premier Manager, Championship Manager, so on and so forth. So I thought we'll bring him back, bring David Grody back, and he's going to be the chairman, okay, of Earl Shilton Athletic. Now, Earl Shilton Athletic doesn't exist. Earl Shilton Albion exists, but Earl Shilton Athletic doesn't. So he decides he wants to make this football club. So he goes to Leicester Road and he says to the chairman there, I've got an offer for you. Take this money, go, leave, okay? Come watch the games if you wish. I want to purchase this club, rename them. So he buys the club, renames them Earl Shilton Athletic, because literally, I live in Earl Shilton and I walked to the Leicester Road ground in 5 to 10 minutes. It's really close. It is basically in Earl Shilton. It's in like a no man's land between Hinckley and Earl Shilton, so it could be claimed by either. So we're claiming it, all right? The little town of Shilton is claiming this freaking ground. So he's going to say all the board members can stay, the staff stay, the players stay. It's just merging Leicester Road into this new persona of Earl Shilton Athletic. Their chairman was like, give me your money, thank you very much, I'm going on holiday. And now David Grady has himself a football club, Earl Shilton Athletic, and that is where we're at. So then, of course, me being local, me having coaching badges, trots along down there and says, hello, I would like to be your manager. And he's like, I feel like you've looked after me throughout my managerial career, through the 90s, through the thousands, through the thousands and tens and 12s and 13s. So yes, you can be my manager of my football club. It's time I paid you back, Mr. Howarth. So that's where we are. This is where we go. And we're in the Midlands Football League Division 1. That is where we are. That is where we are starting from. And it is a beautiful, beautiful day for this football club. So we've basically, like I say, merged them. We get, here's David Grody. I made him in the editor. I'm not going to do the meetings and stuff. We don't need to do that, do we? We've been there. I promoted Neil Lynn, who was the manager of Hinckley United when they went under, and Leicester Road Football Club when they were around. So I've promoted him to it says manager there, but as you can see, he's director of football now. People who have watched me before, I tend to get my director of football to look after a lot of the stuff such as contracts and stuff and bring your stuff. Of course, I will have a final say and all that sort of stuff, but I like, sometimes at this level especially, I like to just let them do a bit of the stuff. Partly because of laziness, partly because I just like to utilise it. Sometimes they find better stuff than I can, sometimes I find better stuff than they can. It's just one of those things. So in terms of the players, it is the AFC, that's the first time I've done that. I'm probably going to do it a lot. It is the Leicester Road squad completely. Nick Hawkins is the guy who was getting the abuse off the fans at the weekend, and I have to say he was superb. He took it on the chin like an absolute soldier. He was really, really good. So he is a central defender. He's 30 years of age. The players at this level aren't going to set the world on fire. There's Sandu, who is a absolute goal machine at this level. Can be an absolute goal machine at this level. And there's Joseph Lynn, who is our director of football's son. So he's quite a good player, to be fair, for this level of football as well. So we do have some okay players. Where's Stenson? Yeah, Matt Stenson. Now he's an attacking midfielder on this, but in real life he plays up front, and he scored twice at the weekend. He scored again last night, which was Tuesday. So he's on fire, and he is a very, very, very good player. And I was really impressed with him on Saturday when I saw him play. His touch, his movement, his finishing was all fantastic. Lloyd Gamble can knock a ball into the back of the net very decently so at this level of football, and Football Manager as well. So there are some okay players. Of course, we're going to have to do a bit of recruitment. We're going to have to do a fair little bit of player development and stuff. But one thing I did tick, you probably saw it, I've probably showed you already, if I can't remember. I forgot now, the hair packs are all freaked up, aren't they? I did add players so that if teams don't have players, they start off at least with some regen sort of players. So we'll have some of those to look at as we go along. Oh my goodness gracious me, your name is Joseph Ugbo. If you please be brilliant and please look amazing. You look really boring. This is awkward. He's very boring looking. I was hoping for some really cool dreadlock hair and a beard and stuff and look really cool, but never mind. And Nick Pearson, no relation to Nigel, I'm sure. No, definitely not. So yeah, those are the players that we've got. So in terms of the club, I've done the badge. I'm working on some kits at the moment, so they'll be coming out soon. Left the rivalry is the same, so Hinckley, Nuneaton, Barwell, because even if Shilton starting from the bottom, they would be the local rivals. Left the favourite personnel because we are just basically taking over this football club. So there you go. Like I said, we played at Leicester Road Stadium. I sat just there, just right there. I sat. And yeah, so that's where we're at. That is where we're going to be starting from. In terms of the finances, there's 24 grand in the old bank. Not too sure. Season tickets and stuff aren't done yet, but I haven't changed it yet, so we'll see what happens with that. In terms of the schedule, we've played a couple of friendlies already. I've taken over just now, so today we've got Evesham, then we've got Blaby, and then it's into the league with Utoxeter. Our first big game against Hinckley away. Why does this always do this? There we are, and then if you come over here, that should give you plenty of room. Okay, that'll probably be moved back again by the end of the freaking episode or something. Football Manager tends to just do what it wishes these days. So we've got Hinckley. A few games in, we're away for the first one. We're away at Coventry Coatswood on the final day, and we've got Watherston. That'll be a tough one as well. And then we've got Hinckley a little bit, not too far from the end of the season. So we've not got them too far into the season. We've not got them too far away from the end of the season. So a couple of cracking games there. No cup games at this level. So we're not in any cup competition. So it is literally just league games. So we've got that all to look forward to, all coming forwards. And pretty much that is that. In terms of staff, let's quickly show you them. We've got Neil Lynn, obviously the director of football. Mark Rosegreen is the assistant manager. He used to be at Bedworth, Hinckley United and Barwell. Jo Schoberg, she's here. She's the head of youth development and an under-18s physio. So she's working on many different levels there. She's got to work out. We've got Ken Hughes. He is a 50-year-old former. Oh no, he's only been here as well according to his career history. We've then got Carl Dayborn, who is a 28-year-old physio. He was the physio at Hinckley United beforehand. Andy Smith is the under-23s manager of Leicester Road Development. Damn, I did not change the name of the under-23s team, but that's okay. That's okay. A little bit of the old team there, I guess. Kind of works out two different teams then. I love this. Player coach, Joseph Lynn, son of Neil Lynn. He is only 20. I love it. I absolutely love it. So he's a coach as well. And then Craig Naylor is the final coach, 44 years of age. So that is the club set up. Like I say, the kits will be there ready for the next episode, and we'll go through tactics and stuff in the next episode as well. I'll show you what I'm using, why I'm using it, and what the alternative is if it doesn't work out. And that, for this opening introduction episode, which has ran a bit longer than I hoped it would, is that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the episode, and also let me know in the comments down below. It would be very helpful. Are you happy with just one live com, so that we can, just do sort of a results roundup, show you the stuff from the other games, and then do a live com? Or would you prefer two live comms and I just show you the results and quickly go through them? Let me know in the comments down below. Just put one for one live com or two for two. Simple as that. And for now, guys, it's been a bloody pleasure babbling on yellow goals once more. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Good freaking bye.